I really need to get to 6. We need to get in the postseason, get all those extra practices, get that recognition in college football. You know, we've won 4. I'd like to get 6, and who knows? It's a tough conference, and we're in a tough division. But again, I like the way our schedule lays out and gives us a real good chance, I think, to compete.
As Bill Moos setting the bar at 6 last month at Big Ten Media Days, which Scott Frost politely scoffed at. Now, one team that did get to 6 was Minnesota last year, and the Gophers went on to win their bowl game. They finished 7-6. P.J. Fleck, though, says his team has matured down the stretch as they won 4 of their final 6 games last season.
To have success and to become a champion, I feel like you need both spectrums. You have to fail enough to be successful, and you have to go through some of those positive, shining moments. The team last year had the entire spectrum. And at one point, I think they failed enough to become successful if they were mature enough to handle it. And our whole theme last year was a race to maturity. We might not be the oldest team, but we can grow up fast by our experiences. And I thought that's what changed.
Yeah, Minnesota, one of the best receivers in the country, that guy Tyler Johnson. And they returned 9 starters on offense to Gophers dangerous. They host the Huskers October 12th in Minneapolis. Now, the last time Nebraska played Indiana was back in 2016. The Huskers won that one 27-22 in the only meeting between the two schools since Nebraska joined the Big Ten. And even though it was just 3 years ago, both schools have different head coaches. Tom Allen begins his 3rd year in Bloomington. The first, though, after giving up his defensive coordinator position to focus on the big picture.
When you come in new, it feels a certain way. When you're promoted within the staff, it feels a little different. And so I think it's taken time, especially as I transitioned even this past off season from being the coordinator to being just the head coach and not calling the defense. And so that also has created more of a comfort level to be able to move in and out of areas and be able to just truly be in that role.
It'll be the first meeting of the Hoosiers and Huskers in Lincoln since 1977. Indiana, Nebraska, Saturday, October the 26th at Memorial Stadium. Now, Scott Frost is quick to point out that his team is bigger, stronger, and faster thanks to hard work in the weight room with Zach Duvall, who's adding another chapter of Husker power a half-century after it first started. Matt Lothrop with more on the father of strength and conditioning.
The football season starts here. Nebraska's weight room, a spot that not only lays the groundwork for the fall, but the birthplace of modern-day strength training.
No one could have ever imagined what a Husker Power would have grown into. We were just trying to help Nebraska athletes, and it caught on.
In the 50 years since Boyd Epley pioneered the idea of pushing the pounds, Nebraska's program, known as Husker Power, has spread around the world.
The ins and outs of Nebraska's strength training regimen have become rather protected, almost like a company secret. But that hasn't always been the case. In the early years of Husker Powers, programs from all across the country would not only visit, but use Nebraska as their blueprint.
Coach Devaney explained to me that anyone will be able to come in and visit our facilities. He also pointed out to me, if you ever need anything, let me know, because we will have the best.
To commemorate the silver anniversary, Nebraska compiled the All-Husker Power team. And Epley says one guy best exemplifies a half-century of the program.
Scott Frost is pretty much what you want in an athlete. Smart, tenacious, strong, and when he was a quarterback, he was stronger than, well, I think he cleaned 300 pounds for 10 reps, and I think that was the most on the team.
The next 50 years will likely include change, but Epley expects Husker Power to remain at the forefront. In Lincoln, Matt Lothrop, KETV Newswatch 7 Sports.
All right, thank you, Matt. Great stuff there. The Huskers will honor the 28-member Husker Power 50-year team during the season opener on Saturday. All right. Still to come, can the Huskers slow this guy down? Wisconsin's Jonathan Taylor ready to run at another Big Ten season? That's next. This is the Big Red Zone Big Ten Preview.